Hey there! Those are the three new pedals from the Harley Benton Double Pedal series. We have the Sidecar, the Double Agent and the Loud and Louder. All of them are very different and very unique in what they can do. But first I would say let's check out what the Double Agent can do for you in terms of sounds. Let's go! So here we have the Double Agent, and this pedal is more aimed towards guitar players for the heavier section, more distorted tones. So you can dial in level, tone, distortion, and you also have 3 different EQ settings for the distortion side. Then here on side B we have a noise gate. That's super handy, especially if you crank up the distortion, you'd get more hiss in between your playing, and by engaging the noise gate you can take care of the hiss and get really crisp rhythm sections. Threshold takes care of when the noise gate is going to attack. And then we have a soft and a hard setting. As with all of our double pedals, you can of course change the order in which the pedals run. So either distortion into noise gate, then toggle in between them, or run the noise gate into the distortion. Now on to the next pedal. So here we have the Loud and Louder. It's a classic overdrive that actually blends in some of the clean signal that comes in handy if you prefer a little more crunch already set up on the amp. That way it really blends in nice into your original tone. Same as with our other pedals, we have a level, a tone knob, a distortion or overdrive knob that lets you dial in how much gain you want, then 2 settings for a more hot and a more warm, smoother setting. Then side B we have a booster. One thing that is very cool about it, most boosters all just have a level knob, but here you can actually dial in a tiniest amount of extra grit if you want to. You can also EQ it with treble and bass, and last but not least you have a volume knob to push the overall volume. Or if you go down to the pedal order, if you have the booster in front of the drive, you can actually get more gain out of the overdrive. If you have it after the overdrive, you'll just get a clean or not so cleanish boost. On to the next pedal. the Sidecar. This is a very handy pedal to have because it got a built-in EQ. But before we get to the EQ, let's check out the overdrive side. Compared to the other overdrive pedal that we just showed you, this one does not have that huge amount of clean signal blended into. So we have a volume, tone, and of course our drive knob, then a low and a high power mode. This is where it gets interesting. We got a 5-band equalizer that lets you really tailor in certain frequencies, and a volume knob, of course. So the effect this EQ will have on the tone is quite dramatic depending on where you have it in the signal chain. Upper position of the switch, the equalizer is post, so after your overdrive, and there you can really sweep in certain frequencies and exaggerate them depending on the tone you're going for. If you have it in the down position, the equalizer is before the overdrive. That way, the overdrive will react totally differently and just gives you a whole range of different tones. So those are the new 3 pedals from our double pedal series. We have the Sidecar, Loud and Louder, and the Double Agent. Let us know in the comments. Maybe you would like a deep dive on a certain pedal. Just type it in there, smash the like button, and I would say we'll see each other in the next video.